Do you believe that fruits can help you control your blood sugar just as effectively as medication? It might sound unbelievable, but science has proven that this is completely possible. Today, I want to explore a new perspective with you, through the guidance of Dr. Jason Fung, a nephrologist and one of the world's leading experts on intermittent fasting and non-pharmaceutical treatment for type 2 diabetes. With over 25 years of experience in biomedical science and chronic disease management, Dr. Fung has pointed out a key principle. You can manage diabetes through the very foods you put on your plate every day. As someone living with diabetes, you may have felt confused by conflicting advice about eating fruit. Some people say you should avoid it altogether because of natural sugars. But what is the truth? In today's video, you will discover 6 fruits that are extremely beneficial for people with diabetes backed by scientific research, 4 popular fruits that you should be cautious with, and most importantly, how to make even the worst fruits safe to enjoy, even if you have diabetes. If you are struggling with your daily diet or craving fruit but are afraid it might spike your blood sugar, then don't skip the next few minutes. What you're about to hear could change how you eat, manage your blood sugar, and improve your quality of life in a natural and sustainable way. 1. Guava, the overlooked but powerful fruit for diabetics. When talking about fruits that are good for diabetics, guava may not be the first one that comes to mind. But according to Dr. Jason Fung, guava is one of the simplest yet most powerful fruits when it comes to supporting blood sugar control. Thanks to its low glycemic index, guava becomes an excellent option to regulate blood sugar levels. On average, every 28 grams of guava contains about 9 calories and provides up to 1.6 grams of fiber, which helps slow the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. This is the key feature that helps stabilize blood sugar naturally. The carbohydrates in guava are a mix of simple and complex sugars, creating a balance that helps better regulate glucose. Beyond that, guava is rich in vitamin C, potassium, and folate, essential nutrients that strengthen the immune system, improve heart health, and regulate blood pressure, all of which are critical factors for people with diabetes. Guava also contains antioxidants like flavonoids and carotenoids, which help improve insulin sensitivity, reduce inflammation, and enhance overall health. Some studies have shown that guava leaf extract can help lower blood sugar levels, making this fruit an ideal part of a diabetic-friendly diet. For an appropriate portion, it is recommended to eat about 1 core to 1/2 of a medium-sized guava. The best way to enjoy guava is to eat it fresh or blend it into a smoothie to maximize its nutritional value. There are several varieties of guava available, including white-fleshed, red-fleshed, and pink-fleshed types. Among these, pink guava is considered to be the richest in antioxidants. In terms of seasonality, guava typically ripens from late summer to early fall, but in many places, it is available year-round. Thanks to its high fiber content, guava also helps with weight control, supports digestion, and increases satiety, which helps limit snacking and reduces the risk of post-meal blood sugar spikes. Generally, guava is very safe, but if you are taking medications that might interact with high doses of vitamin C, it's best to consult your doctor before consuming guava regularly. Additionally, guava is a highly sustainable fruit. It grows well in tropical climates, requires little water, and has a lower environmental impact than many other fruit crops. In traditional medicine, guava has long been used to control diabetes and also to support liver and kidney function. That's why this fruit is not only easy to find and environmentally friendly, but it also offers remarkable health benefits for people with diabetes. 2. Avocado. Now let's move on to the second fruit, one that is often misunderstood due to its high fat content, but in reality, it is an ideal companion on the journey of managing diabetes. That fruit is avocado. Many people with diabetes have told me they hesitate to eat avocados because they believe the fruit is too fatty. But the truth is, avocado contains healthy fats, primarily monounsaturated fats, which are not harmful at all. In fact, they help stabilize blood sugar, improve insulin sensitivity, and reduce inflammation in the body. A single serving of avocado, about 28 grams or 1 ounce, contains only around 45 calories but provides 2 grams of fiber, 1 gram of protein, and 4 grams of fat, with only about 1 gram of carbohydrate, meaning it has very little natural sugar. This is why avocado has an extremely low glycemic index, around 15. That means eating avocado will not cause a sudden spike in blood sugar, making it very suitable for people with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. Additionally, avocado is a rich source of potassium, magnesium, and vitamin E, micronutrients that help regulate blood pressure, support heart health, and fight free radicals that damage cells. Notably, antioxidants in avocado such as lutein and zeaxanthin have also been proven to support vision and enhance insulin sensitivity, contributing to more sustainable blood sugar control. Recent studies, including one published in the Journal of Nutrition, have shown that regularly including avocado in meals can improve lipid profiles, lower triglycerides, and reduce blood sugar levels. For people with diabetes, this is critically important because the condition not only affects blood sugar but also increases the risk of cardiovascular complications, high cholesterol, and chronic inflammation. So how much avocado is enough? For people with diabetes, a reasonable portion is between 1/4 to 1/2 of an avocado per day. You can eat fresh avocado slices with salads, spread it on whole grain bread, blend it into smoothies, or pair it with boiled eggs for breakfast. This is a simple yet extremely nutritious meal. There are several varieties of avocado such as Hass, Fuerte, and Bacon. Among these, the Hass variety is considered the most nutritious and has a rich, creamy flavor that is easy to enjoy. In terms of seasonality, avocado is usually in season from winter to early spring. However, today you can find avocados nearly year-round in supermarkets. One more advantage: avocado is an environmentally sustainable fruit. It requires less water and fewer pesticides than many other tropical fruits. From a digestive perspective, both soluble and insoluble fiber in avocado help improve gut microbiota, slow down carbohydrate absorption, help you feel full longer, and support weight management, a very important factor in long-term diabetes control. If you are concerned about potential side effects, here is some good news. Avocado rarely causes adverse reactions, except for a few people who are taking blood-thinning medications. That is because the vitamin E in avocado can enhance the effect of those medications. So if you are in this group, please consult your doctor beforehand. Finally, I want you to remember that avocado is not the enemy of people with diabetes. On the contrary, it is a golden food with the ability to manage blood sugar, support heart health, and reduce inflammation, all in one. In traditional medicine from several South American cultures, avocado has also been used to nourish blood and improve liver function, which makes perfect sense when viewed through the lens of modern biology. 3. Blackberries. Another fruit that is often misunderstood because of its natural sweetness, but in fact is a trustworthy companion in managing diabetes, is blackberries. You might have thought that sweet berries like blackberries would increase blood sugar levels, but the truth is quite the opposite. With a very low glycemic index of around 25, blackberries have a minimal effect on blood sugar, making them an excellent choice for people with diabetes. Each 28 grams of blackberries, which is about 1 ounce, contains only 43 calories, provides 1 gram of protein, 2.5 grams of fiber, and about 10 grams of carbohydrates. What's special is that most of the carbohydrates are complex carbs, which are digested slowly and help avoid sudden spikes in blood glucose levels. Not only that, blackberries are packed with important micronutrients such as vitamin C, 21 milligrams, vitamin K, 14 micrograms, and iron, 0.7 milligrams. These nutrients help strengthen the immune system, support bone health, and prevent anemia, all of which are common concerns for older adults. The most outstanding feature that makes blackberries truly shine in a diabetic diet is their extremely high antioxidant content. Compounds such as anthocyanins and ellagic acid help increase insulin sensitivity, regulate blood sugar, and effectively reduce inflammation. Many scientific studies have confirmed that regularly eating blackberries can help improve blood sugar levels, protect heart health, and boost overall wellness, making it a perfect gift for anyone living with diabetes. As for portion size, the ideal amount for people with diabetes is about 1/4 to 1/2 cup per serving, which equals around 30 to 60 grams. You can enjoy fresh blackberries, blend them into smoothies, mix with unsweetened yogurt, or add them to salads to enhance flavor while keeping the glycemic index low. If you care about nutritional quality, cultivated blackberries are a safe and widely available option. But if you ever have the chance to try wild blackberries, they're even better, as they often contain higher levels of antioxidants. In season, fresh blackberries are available from midsummer to early fall. But even when out of season, frozen blackberries are a great option that still retain their full nutritional value. With 5 grams of fiber per 100 grams, blackberries are also very good for digestion. They help nourish beneficial gut bacteria and provide a longer-lasting feeling of fullness, which is an important factor in helping diabetics manage their weight effectively. However, because blackberries contain a small amount of vitamin K, people who are taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin should consult their doctor before eating large amounts. But in general, this fruit is very safe and gentle, and it is easy to grow in temperate climates with low water requirements, which reduces environmental impact. In traditional medicine, blackberries have been used to reduce inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, and support liver and heart function. With all the benefits mentioned above, it's clear that blackberries are not just delicious. They are a kind of natural remedy that you can absolutely include in your daily meals. 4. Kiwi. Now let's talk about a tropical fruit that may seem unsuitable for people with diabetes because of its naturally sweet and tangy flavor, but in reality, it is a superfood that can support blood sugar control very effectively. That fruit is kiwi. Many people assume that kiwi is too sugary. However, this fruit actually has a relatively low glycemic index, about 52, which falls within the safe range for people with diabetes when consumed in the right amount and the right way. In every 28 grams of kiwi, which is about 1 ounce, you're only consuming around 17 calories. It also provides 0.4 grams of protein, 1.4 grams of fiber, and 4 grams of carbohydrates, most of which are complex carbs that help maintain steady blood sugar levels. Besides that, kiwi is rich in vitamin C, providing around 50 milligrams per 100 grams, along with vitamin K, potassium, and folate, all essential micronutrients that support the immune system, regulate blood pressure, and improve heart health. Especially, powerful antioxidants like vitamin E and carotenoids in kiwi help enhance insulin sensitivity, reduce oxidative stress, and stabilize blood glucose, which is a key factor in long-term diabetes control. Some studies have shown that regular kiwi consumption can help lower blood pressure, improve blood lipid profiles, and boost digestion and gut microbiota. All of these benefits are especially valuable for people living with type 2 diabetes or those at risk of prediabetes. The ideal portion size for people with diabetes is about 1 medium kiwi, which is around 100 grams. It's best to eat kiwi fresh to preserve its full nutritional value. You can slice it to eat on its own, mix it with unsweetened yogurt, or blend it into a smoothie with leafy greens. In terms of variety, green kiwi is the most common and has a slightly tangy flavor with high fiber content, while golden kiwi is sweeter and contains even more vitamin C. You can choose according to your taste and nutrition goals. Kiwi is typically in season from late fall to early spring, but in many places, it is now available year-round. One more huge plus. The fiber content in kiwi is quite high, about 2.1 grams per 100 grams. This helps slow down sugar absorption, improves digestion, increases satiety, and supports effective weight control, a very important aspect in managing diabetes. However, one small note. Because kiwi contains vitamin K, if you are taking blood-thinning medication, you should consult your doctor before eating kiwi frequently. But overall, kiwi is a safe fruit with very low risk of allergic reactions or side effects, and it is extremely nutritious. Additionally, kiwi has a low environmental footprint, as it grows well in mild climates and doesn't require excessive irrigation. In traditional medicine, kiwi has also been used to improve digestion, enhance immunity, and support overall wellness. That's why I always recommend my patients, especially older adults, to include kiwi in their diet in a balanced way. Not only is it delicious, but it is also a simple and natural way to lower blood sugar and improve overall health every day. 5. Mulberries. Next, let's take a look at a small fruit with extraordinary power. Mulberries. There is a common misconception that mulberries are too sweet and not suitable for people with diabetes. But the truth is quite the opposite. Mulberries have a very low glycemic index, around 25, which means they release sugar into the bloodstream very slowly and do not cause sudden blood sugar spikes like many other fruits. Just 28 grams of mulberries, which is about 1 ounce, gives you about 43 calories, 1.1 grams of protein, 2.1 grams of fiber, and 9.4 grams of carbohydrates. Most of these are complex carbohydrates that help regulate blood glucose levels in a stable and sustainable way. In addition, mulberries are a rich source of vitamin C, vitamin K, and iron, which help boost immunity, regulate blood pressure, and improve overall energy, all of which are extremely important for those living with diabetes or at risk of the disease. What makes mulberries particularly special are their powerful antioxidants such as resveratrol, anthocyanins, and flavonoids. These compounds have been shown to increase insulin sensitivity, reduce chronic inflammation, and naturally regulate blood sugar. Some studies have even shown that mulberries can help improve blood lipid levels, lower blood pressure, and protect liver and kidney function, two organs that are especially vulnerable in people with long-term diabetes. In terms of a healthy portion, you can consume 1/4 to a half cup of fresh or frozen mulberries per day, which is about 30 to 60 grams. Mulberries are easy to use. You can eat them raw, blend them into smoothies, mix with unsweetened yogurt, or sprinkle them on top of salads. There are 3 main types of mulberries: white, red, and black. Among these, black mulberries tend to have the highest antioxidant content. The harvest season for mulberries typically runs from late spring to early summer, but you can easily find frozen or dried varieties year-round that still retain their nutritional value. Thanks to their high fiber content, mulberries support digestion, balance gut microbiota, and help you feel full longer, all of which contribute to better weight control, a crucial part of diabetes management. In terms of safety, mulberries rarely cause adverse effects. However, like a few other fruits that contain vitamin K, if you are taking blood-thinning medication, it is best to consult your doctor before making them a regular part of your diet. From a sustainability perspective, mulberries have a low environmental impact. They grow well in temperate climates and do not require excessive watering or special care. In traditional medicine, mulberries have long been used to lower blood sugar, protect the heart, detoxify the liver, and fight inflammation. This is not just a tasty fruit. It is also a natural remedy that can be extremely helpful for people living with diabetes. So if you are looking for a fruit that can help manage blood sugar while also improving your overall health, consider adding mulberries to your daily diet. This small change could bring significant benefits to your recovery and your efforts to prevent diabetic complications. 6. Oranges. One very familiar fruit found in almost every household, especially in tropical countries, is the orange. However, many people with diabetes are concerned that oranges are too sweet and may raise their blood sugar. In reality, if consumed correctly, oranges can be a great addition to the daily diet of a diabetic person. With a glycemic index ranging from 40 to 45, oranges are classified as a medium GI fruit, but when eaten in proper portions, they do not cause sudden blood sugar spikes, as many might think. In each serving of about 28 grams of orange, equivalent to 1 ounce, you get 16 calories, 0.3 grams of protein, 1.5 grams of fiber, and 3.5 grams of carbohydrates. Most of these carbohydrates are natural sugars combined with fiber, so the sugar is absorbed slowly, helping to keep blood sugar levels stable. Beyond that, oranges are a rich source of vitamin C, offering around 70 milligrams in one medium-sized fruit. Oranges also contain folate, potassium, and thiamine, nutrients essential for strengthening the immune system, improving heart health, and regulating blood pressure. What makes oranges particularly valuable is their high content of powerful antioxidants like flavonoids and carotenoids. These compounds have been shown to increase insulin sensitivity, reduce chronic inflammation, regulate blood sugar, and prevent cardiovascular complications in people with diabetes. Research has also found that regular orange consumption can help lower bad cholesterol, support weight control, and therefore reduce the risk of heart disease, a common complication in people with long-term diabetes. The ideal portion for someone with diabetes is 1 medium orange per day. It is best to eat whole, fresh oranges rather than drinking orange juice, especially not packaged juice with added sugar. Eating the whole fruit ensures you get all the natural fiber, which helps slow the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. You can eat oranges as a dessert after meals, slice them into salads, or combine with unsweetened yogurt for a nutritious snack. There are 2 popular types of oranges to choose from: navel oranges, which are commonly eaten fresh, and Valencia oranges, which are often used for juicing. Both types offer high nutritional value, and you can choose based on your preferences and how you plan to use them. Oranges are typically in season from winter to early spring, but they are widely available year-round in supermarkets and local markets. Each 100 grams of orange provides about 4 grams of fiber, which helps improve digestion, supports healthy gut bacteria, and promotes a longer feeling of fullness. However, one thing to keep in mind is that oranges may interact with certain medications, especially statins used to lower cholesterol. If you are taking this type of medication, you should consult your doctor before regularly including oranges in your diet. But in general, oranges remain one of the safest, most accessible, and most beneficial fruits for overall health. From an environmental perspective, oranges have a moderate ecological footprint, meaning they do not require excessive natural resources compared to many imported fruits. In traditional medicine, oranges have long been used to enhance digestion, detoxify the body, and reduce inflammation, all of which are closely related to diabetes management. With all the nutritional value and health benefits that oranges offer, I truly believe that when used wisely, oranges can be an essential part of a healthy diet for people with diabetes. Just remember to choose fresh oranges, eat the whole segments, and avoid packaged juices with added sugar, and you'll start noticing positive changes in your blood sugar control every day. 7. 4 fruits to be cautious with if you have diabetes. Now let's talk about an equally important part, the 4 types of fruit that people with diabetes should be especially cautious with. I know it's not easy to completely give up your favorite fruits like pineapple, ripe bananas, mangoes, or grapes. However, because of their high sugar content and high glycemic index, these fruits can cause blood sugar spikes if consumed incorrectly. But don't worry, I will also guide you on how to enjoy them safely and sensibly. Let's start with pineapple. Pineapple has a relatively high glycemic index, about 66, placing it among fruits that can quickly raise blood sugar after eating. In 100 grams of pineapple, you'll absorb about 17 grams of carbohydrates, mostly simple sugars, and only about 2.3 grams of fiber. That fiber content is not enough to slow down glucose absorption effectively. Although pineapple contains a decent amount of vitamin C and antioxidants, it is not an ideal choice for blood sugar control. Next is ripe bananas. The sugar level in bananas varies depending on their ripeness, but their glycemic index usually ranges from 51 to 62. A 100-gram ripe banana contains about 23 grams of carbohydrates, mostly natural sugars, and only about 2.6 grams of fiber. If you eat a large banana daily, it's very likely that your blood sugar will fluctuate significantly, especially if eaten on an empty stomach or without being paired with protein or healthy fats. Third is mango, a fruit loved for its delicious taste. But did you know that mango has a glycemic index of about 56? That's not extremely high, but it's enough to affect your blood sugar levels if you don't control your portion size. In 100 grams of mango, you'll find around 15 grams of carbohydrates and only about 1.6 grams of fiber, not enough to effectively slow sugar absorption. What's more, many people tend to eat overly ripe mangoes, which increases the natural sugar content dramatically and raises the risk of insulin resistance, weight gain, and blood sugar instability. Finally, we have grapes, small but sugar-dense fruits. With a glycemic index of about 53 and 17 grams of carbohydrates per 100 grams, grapes are far from harmless for people with diabetes. In addition, grapes contain very little fiber, only around 0.9 grams, which makes it difficult to stabilize blood sugar after eating. Since grapes are easy to eat, easy to digest, and very sweet, many people tend to eat too many at once without realizing it. If you don't control your portions, grapes can easily cause large fluctuations in your blood sugar. The common traits of all 4 fruits are high carbohydrate content, low fiber, and high glycemic index. These 3 factors make them less diabetic friendly, especially when eaten on their own, on an empty stomach, or in large amounts. However, this does not mean you have to completely eliminate these favorite fruits from your diet. The secret lies in moderation, smart food combinations, and proper preparation. First, portion control is the most important step. For example, you can eat 1/4 of a mango, a small handful of 10 to 12 grapes, or 1/2 of a ripe banana, instead of the whole fruit. A very effective tip is to pair these fruits with foods that contain healthy fats or protein, such as almond butter, plain Greek yogurt, peanut butter, or a handful of nuts. These pairings help slow down sugar absorption, reduce post-meal insulin spikes, and extend feelings of fullness. You can also add soluble fiber like chia seeds or oats when eating these fruits. These fibers form a natural gel in the gut that slows glucose release into the bloodstream. Eating fruits that are not fully ripe, for instance, a banana that is just ripe or a slightly underripe mango, is another way to reduce natural sugar content. Another smart strategy is to use these fruits as small additions to main dishes, rather than eating them alone. For example, you can sprinkle a few mango or grape slices on a green salad or pair grilled pineapple with salmon. This way, you enhance flavor while preventing sharp increases in blood sugar. Remember, you don't have to completely give up these fruits. Just use them the right way, at the right time, and in the right amount. With the right adjustments, you can still enjoy the natural sweetness of fruits while keeping your blood sugar stable. So, as you can see, living with diabetes does not mean you have to give up all your favorite foods. With the right knowledge and smart food choices, you can absolutely enjoy delicious meals while still managing your blood sugar effectively. The fruits we've discussed today are not just tasty treats. They are your secret weapons in stabilizing insulin, reducing inflammation, and improving heart health. I understand the worry and hesitation you feel when holding a ripe mango or seeing a bunch of grapes, unsure whether they'll affect your blood sugar. But believe me, you don't have to completely eliminate those fruits. Just by making a few changes in portion size, food combinations, and timing, you can take control. This is not a journey you have to walk alone. You and I, along with millions of others living with diabetes, are taking small steps each day to reclaim our health. If you found today's information helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss upcoming videos that can help you live healthier, feel lighter, and manage your blood sugar more confidently each day. Which of the fruits we talked about today are you currently eating, or do you have any personal tips on how to enjoy fruit without spiking your blood sugar? Leave a comment below. I am always ready to listen and support you on this journey. I wish you good health, peace of mind, and the ability to manage your blood sugar naturally and sustainably. See you again in the next video. And remember, every big change begins with small steps, starting from your very next meal.